Hi guys, welcome to this pre-run yoga warm-up. What's so special about sun salutations and how do they relate to running? Well, I happen to find them really useful, especially when it comes to warming up before I go for a run. It's less about stretching into tight muscles that haven't quite warmed up yet, and more about getting the blood flowing and the lymph moving and increasing the heart rate before we go out there to run. I'm going to take us through, with guidance, a round of sun salutations, and then we can pick up the pace. Without further ado, let's hop to the top of our mat. Set your feet about hip width distance apart to start, or something that feels comfortable and stable. On an in-breath, we'll lift the arms up and overhead, biceps by the ears. We'll start to squeeze through the glutes and press our hips forward, coming into a gentle back bend here. On an exhale, we'll set the hips back and then fold from the hips all the way down. You can take a nice bend in the knees, send the tailbone up towards the sky and let the head hang heavy. On an inhale, we'll place our hands on each shin, straighten through the legs, and imagine your back is flat and you're looking towards a horizon. Exhale to fold it back down, head is heavy. Place the hands on the mat and step your right toes back. Lower the right knee down and release the toes. On an inhale, we'll lift the arms up and overhead, biceps by the ears once more. You can press the hips forwards and down. Maybe send the gaze up towards the sky. On an exhale, we'll float the hands down to frame the front foot. We'll pick up the back toes and the back knee, step the front foot back. Now we're in plank, so we can engage through our core. Just holding it here for a moment. On your next exhale, we'll start to slowly lower towards the mat. So we can bring our knees, our chest, and our chin all the way down. Squeezing the elbows in towards the body. We'll inhale to lift the chin, lift the chest, squeeze through the glutes as we come into our Bhujangasana Cobra pose. We want to make sure our pubic bone is still in contact with the mat. Inhale, and on an exhale, we'll make our way to downward facing dog. Maybe pressing up onto the hands and knees first, tucking the toes underneath. And we can lift up the knees, set the hips back over the heels. Really reach through the arms, stretching through the shoulders here. And you can start to paddle through the feet by pressing one heel down and then alternating. Making sure you're not holding any tension in your head. You can just shake it slightly and nod. Good. We can pick up the right toes and see if we can step all the way to the top of the mat so that you're framing your right foot. And we can lower the left knee, release the toes. On an inhale, we'll lift the arms all the way up and overhead, pressing the hips down. Exhale to float the hands down, framing the front foot, tucking the back toes and lifting the knee, and this time we'll step to the top of the mat, finding our forward fold. You can hug the elbows here, hold onto the elbows here, making sure there's no tension in your upper body and we're firing through the legs here. On an inhale, we'll start to straighten through the legs and stack the spine until we come to a standing pose, lifting the arms up and overhead. Gentle back bends. And exhale, we can bring our arms by our side. We'll do the same again on the left side and pick up the pace a little. On an inhale, we'll lift the arms up and overhead, gently pressing the hips forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, placing the hands on the shins, straightening through the legs, lengthening through the spine. Exhale to fold it down, head is heavy. Planting the hands on the mat, we'll step the left toes back, lower the left knee and release the toes. Inhale, the arms come up, finding our crescent lunge. Exhale to lower the hands down. We'll pick up the back toes and the back knee and step it back to plank. Holding here. Exhale, we'll lower knees, chest, chin, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, we'll lift the chin, lift the chest. Find our cobra pose. Exhale, making our way to downward facing dog. Hips over the heels, tailbone is high. And you can paddle through the feet. Reach through the arms here. And then we'll pick the left toes up, step all the way to the top of the mat, between the hands, lowering the back knee, releasing the foot. And we'll inhale, the arms come up. Exhale to float the hands down, framing the foot. And we'll step to the top of the mat, finding our forward fold. Inhale to slowly stand all the way up, reaching the arms up and overhead, gentle back bend. Exhale, finding our mountain pose. And there you have it, that's one round. So we'll do the next round a little bit quicker. Inhale, we'll lift the arms up and overhead, pressing the hips forwards. Exhale, we'll fold it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale to fold once more. We'll step the right toes back, release the right knee and foot. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to float the hands down. We'll pick up the back foot and step to plank. Exhale to lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, lifting up to our cobra pose, engaging through the glutes. Exhale, making our way to downward facing dog. Reaching through the arms, we'll pick up the right foot, step it all the way through to the top, lowering the back knee and foot. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale to float the hands down. We'll pick up the back knee and then step it through to a fold. Inhale to come all the way up. Gentle back bend. Exhale to release the hands down. Inhale, the arms come up, press the hips forwards. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Stepping the left toes back, releasing the left knee and foot. Inhale, the arms come up and overhead. Exhale to float the hands down. We'll pick up the back toes, step back to plank. Holding for a moment and then lowering all the way down, hugging the elbows in. Inhale, coming into cobra, squeezing through the glutes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reaching through the arms. We'll pick up the left toes and step the left foot all the way through to the top, releasing the back knee and foot. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale to float the hands down. We'll pick up the back toes and step it all the way through. Head is heavy. Inhale to lift it all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands by the sides. Well done, that's another round done. We'll just do one more round so that you can come back to this practice at any time and use it as a really effective way to warm your body up before your run. Inhale, the arms come up, press the hips forward. Exhale, we'll fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Stepping the right toes back, dropping the right knee. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale to lower. We'll lift the back knee up and step to plank. Exhaling all the way down to the belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the right toes, stepping them all the way through, dropping the back knee. We'll inhale, the arms come up. And exhale all the way down, picking up the back knee and stepping through to fold. We'll inhale to come all the way up, arms overhead, pressing the hips forwards. Exhale, arms by the sides. Inhaling, the arms come up, press the hips forwards. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left toes back, lower the knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale to float it down. Coming into plank, hold, and lower on an exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Head is heavy. Lift up the left toes, step them all the way through to the top. Lower the back knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, and exhale. So frame the foot. We'll step it forwards all the way to the top of the mat. Forward fold, and inhale. The arms come up and overhead, pressing the hips forward. Exhale, the arms come down. So I hope you enjoyed this pre-run yoga warm-up and your body's feeling warm and ready to go out for your run. If you'd like to do a few more rounds, absolutely go ahead. I sometimes do 2, 3, or 4 more rounds before I feel ready and add in some other stretches as I go. But hopefully this is a really useful tool that you can come back to, and after a few repetitions, you can take it away and know that you've got something that you can always use as a pre-run warm-up tool. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.